Hello students, welcome back. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. In my today's video, I'm going to discuss with you all parts of speech in brief. So without wasting much time, let's get started. First of all, I want to tell you that in this video particularly, I'm going to discuss with you all what is parts of speech, okay? The definition, and then we are going to discuss about the 8 types of parts of speech. First one is noun, then adjective, pronoun, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection. Now, so without wasting much time, let's get started. As you know students that words are divided into different kinds or classes. They are called parts of speech according to their use, that is according to the work they do in a sentence. First of all, you remember the parts of speech are 8 in numbers. What are they? We are going to discuss one by one. First one is noun, then pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection. And in this video particularly, I am going to discuss with you all the parts of speech in brief. First one is noun. What is noun? First of all, you remember, since our childhood, okay, since our KG classes, we have been reading about noun, that noun is a naming word. Of course, whatever you have learned, that is right. A noun is a word used as the name of a person, place or thing, or it can be the name of a feeling or an emotion also. Okay. So you have read about, I think in standard 4 or standard 7, about the 5 kinds of noun: proper, common, collective, material noun and abstract noun. Abstract noun generally we talk about when we refer to the name of a feeling or an emotion or a state, right? So noun is a naming word. You remember it is a word used as the name of a person, place, thing. Okay, it is a naming word. Now example that is given here, that is of proper noun. Solomon was famous for his wisdom. Now Solomon is the name of a particular person here. Solomon is proper noun. Okay, and was famous for his wisdom. Here wisdom is also noun, students, you remember, and this wisdom here is abstract noun. So I hope you have understood the concept of noun now. Now the next one that comes, that is pronoun. You remember a pronoun is a word that is used instead of a noun. Means it replaces noun, because we cannot repeat noun again and again in all the sentences. Suppose if I am talking about Ram, if I am talking about the story of Ram, and in all the sentences if the name of Ram repeats again and again, so obviously it doesn't look good. So that is why in order to avoid the repetition of noun, we use pronoun. So a pronoun is a word used instead of a noun. Example that is given here, the books are where you left them. Here them is pronoun, because here instead of writing the books are where you left books, instead of repeating books, what we have used? Them. So what we use, as I already told you, that in order to avoid the repetition of noun, we generally use pronoun. Now the next one that we are going to discuss, that is verb. Verb is a very complex or you can say an umbrella kind of term, students. It's not a very, it cannot be explained in brief, but still I am trying my level best to explain you. A verb is a word used to express an action or state. Now first of all, you remember action means whatever you do. For example, Ram goes to the school. Okay, Ram goes to the school. So here goes, that is an action, no? Okay, so that is a verb. Here in this example, Kolkata is a big city. Here is a verb. Okay. Now the next term that we are going to discuss, that is adjective. An adjective is a word used to add something to the meaning of a noun. In simple words, if I say, it qualifies noun. Okay, it qualifies, or it tells more about noun, or it adds meaning to the noun. Remember, so it always talks about noun. Okay, here the example is given, he is a brave boy. Now what is noun here? Boy. Boy is a noun. And which noun? Common noun. Okay, so which kind of boy is he? So he is a brave boy. So haven't you seen that the word brave tells more about boy, that is a noun, tells more about noun. So in this way we can say it is an adjective. Now the next term we are going to discuss is adverb. Now adverb is a word used to add something to the meaning of a noun, an adjective or another adverb. So as adjective was discussing about, adjective was all about, qualifying a noun. Here adverb is all about qualifying, or you can say, add meaning to the noun or adjective or adverb. So three words you remember here: noun, adjective and adverb. Okay. Here in the example, he worked quickly. How he worked? So he worked quickly. So the word quickly is an adverb and it tells more about, or you can say it add meaning to the other word that is a verb. Worked is a verb. So here this adverb add meaning to the verb. Okay. Now the next term we are going to discuss, that is preposition. Now preposition is a word used with a noun or a pronoun. Remember, used with a noun or a pronoun to show how a person or thing denoted by the noun or pronoun stands in relation to something else. Means it tells about the relation of the word with the noun or pronoun. So here the girl is fond of music. Here you can see music is noun and of is preposition. Now one more example I am giving you if you are getting confused with preposition. That example is, there is a cow in the garden. Now here cow is noun and where the cow is, in the garden. So in is preposition. Now the next term, that is conjunction. So a conjunction is a word that is used to join words or sentences. You remember in simple words, its action, its work is to join. Okay, so it is also called connectors also, but some terms and conditions applied. Okay, so a conjunction is a word used to join words or sentences. You remember here, the work of a conjunction is to join words or sentences, joining. So here in the example you can see Rama and Hari are cousins. Now Rama and Hari, there are two words, and in order to join these two words, what we have used? And. So here and is conjunction. One more example I am giving you. If I say I run fast but missed the train. Here in this particular sentence you will say there are two parts of the sentence. I ran fast, another part is missed the train. But in order to join these two clauses, what we used? But. So the sentence is I ran fast but missed the train. Now the last term, that is students, that is interjection. Okay. Wait a minute, I think. Yes, the last term that we are going to discuss, that is interjection. Okay. So interjection, you remember, as you can see on the screen. Wait a minute, I have to again start it. Or just wait for a sec. Okay, an interjection is a word which expresses some sudden feelings. So interjection refers to the word which expresses sudden feeling or emotion, you remember. And it is a word, it is not a sentence, because if it is a sentence, that is called exclamatory sentences. Okay, so it is a word. For example, hooray, we won the game. We have won the game. So here, in order to express sudden happiness, sudden feeling of happiness, the word which is used here, that is hooray. So hooray is interjection. Okay, another example if I give you, alas, she is dead. Now in order to express your sad emotion, which word you have used? Alas. So that is interjection. So you remember, it is a word that expresses sudden feelings. Now students, the next is your assignment. This is your assignment, in which there are 4 sentences given. You have to name the parts of speech of each underlined words. Means the words are underlined and that particular word only you have to identify, and then you have to say that which parts of speech it is, whether it is preposition or conjunction or verb or noun or pronoun or adjective, whatever it is, you have to write it down. So this is your assignment, students. I hope you will do it on time. I will see you in the next video discussing the next chapter. Till then, take care. Bye bye.